What's up, guys? KraV. Ready CTF. That's what the game type is. That's what the game mode is. That's what the map is. Alright, let's get down to what I really want to talk about throughout this game. And Alright, so I'm going to be talking just, sometimes I'll be talking about, the game. Sometimes I'm going to be talking about just different topics. And they really come down to just one big but strong word, trust. And I'll get into why trust is such a big thing, after I pick up the sexy kill. Alright. But anyways, as we go up 1-0, and the other team just really didn't, have one of the best of the starts. But anyways, gotta keep getting off track. This is a video, if you guys remember from my last video, where I said of those 3 or 4 days where we were grinding, we built chemistry. And the chemistry has grown immensely since then. But the fact that over a 3-4 day period you grow more than you have in maybe a year or two, it just amazes me. And I decided to play the role as the Slayer here. And as I said, we were building chemistry. We were trying to figure out how each other, how each one of us, maneuvers the map, how we play the map. And if we have our set roles, but maybe on some maps one person plays different, and that's better for the team. Or maybe one person doesn't play as good as they should. So maybe switching up his role is a good thing. So we're still trying to figure out our roles, but we pretty much have them set. We just we need to tweak things that are gonna get us wins and not ties or losses, last second losses. So because I do try to set up as the Slayer here, I do pick up the AR, and I'm not running anything that's gonna allow me to get a flag capture. Nothing that's really gonna help me sprint across the map super faster. That's gonna get me down the map like in 2 seconds, 5 seconds. But here I make a great play as I pick up this middle kill, know that the flag is down, and know that they're going to be pushing pull side as I pick up the 3-piece on the kill feed with the double on the B23R. I hate the goddamn gun, but it does its work when it needs to. Anyways, but as I said, you have to adjust to how people play, and people have to adjust to how you play. And adjusting to how somebody else plays does not mean slowing down what you do. It means talking to them, and you have to talk to your teammates. All right, let me just go off track a bit. You have to talk to your teammates, because maybe the way you play is better than how they play, and the way your teammate plays, you don't like it. You need them to step up their game, whether it's being aggressive or whether it's slowing down a bit and making the right steps, not just 100% going pressing on the gas pedal. So talking with your teammate and adjusting your gameplay to a way that the whole team is fine with and getting you wins is one thing we have to do. We've done it. We've done a pretty good job of doing it, but we're still working on it. We're still a growing team, and in time comes chemistry, even more chemistry, I should say, and improvement in each, not only as individuals but as a team. I think that this guy should have died, but the game thinks otherwise. As I pick up still have a Hellstorm. I mean, it's still a Lightning and a War Machine, and I'm still doing my job. But I'm being kind of aggressive, excuse me, guys. I push things sometimes where I shouldn't, where I pushed up the mid-map a couple times. And, some of the things that I do challenge, such as that flag where I got the 3-piece, really helps out our team. Now, back onto the other rant that I was going on. I don't know if it was a rant, but just the things that I was talking about. Adjusting gameplay ends up with the word trust. You have to trust your teammates. Otherwise a team won't I want to say prosper, but I don't feel like that's the word. A team won't work out if you don't trust each other. You can't you can't be the only one doing something on your team. You just can't. That's the trouble. That's the trouble that I have. I've played multiple roles on multiple teams, and I've played the anchor position, I've played the Slayer, I've played the OBJ, I've played the support, I've played everything, and with all that knowledge, I had to do everything myself, and that's one flaw that I have. And it doesn't help the fact that I continue to switch up my role, um, and just the fact that I'm not supposed to do it, it angers me even more because if I see something, if I spectate and I die and watching something and they don't do it, I try to fix their mistake by myself. And once again, as I'm going to say it again, it's a flaw. You have to be able to trust your teammates. You have to be able to rely on them to hold up their end of the bargain or their end of the deal. I don't know if I used bargain right there, but anyways, like you have to rely on your OBJs to pull flags, to get kills in the hard point, to get the bomb down. You can't really you can't anchor, you can't slay, you can't get in the hard point all at the same time. In sports, you have those kids who think they're super good or they are decent or pretty good, and they try to do everything themselves. Yeah, you'll win 1 or 2 games, but in the long run, what ends up happening is just because of a one-person show, and the rest of the team becomes a shadow. And being a part of a team like that isn't fun, nor does it help you get any better. And as I said, adjust to your team's play. If one person's stronger than the rest of the team, that person who's the strongest has to help his team. He has to communicate with his team. He has to have trust in the team. And that's where roles become important. Not that roles are not important in any other situation, but having trust in your OBJs and pulling flags. I okay, I'm gonna stop right there. The reason I'm talking about this is this game. My OBJs don't do too well. Maybe they go even, maybe they go negative by 10. I don't really remember. But what I do remember is that I hold up my end of the bargain. They don't do so well, but that means I have to perform 10 times better than what I was going to do at the beginning of this game. I remember my teammate's score at the end of this reflex was 12-12. I ended up almost dropping a 40 bomb, which helped my teammates immensely. Not being able to get kills while you're playing the objective sucks, and it gets aggravating. But the fact that I mean, give me a sec. I just lost my train of thought. But there we go. Knowing that you have, your teammate picking up kills all across the map and getting cutoffs and doing everything. Not everything. Okay, no, I didn't mean everything. I mean everything as in what a Slayer is supposed to do: get map control, hold on cutoffs, and get kills. You know, it relieves some of that, that tension and that anger that you have, and you just grab flags and you pull them wherever you want, and your teammates will adjust to how you play. And that's one thing I do here. I believe I go 38-15, and I pick up like my streaks 2 times, maybe even 3. I'm not really sure, but I do help out my support players, my OBJ players, and even my other Slayer by just getting kills. Here I'm gonna end up getting the 2-piece, not immediately, but I do get the second guy after I reload this. But anyways, guys, that's my true talk. True talk with KraV, I guess. You guys are gonna see I pulled up the scoreboard here. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Make sure to read the description. Peace.